Destroy Zergs with this 99% win rate all in 2021. The Cowboy versus AI, very easy. Guide, Protoss versus Zerg. Build order for a cheeky 5-gate versus Zerg. Play this once you get tired of winning StarCraft 2 games with Void Rays. A.
I'm coming at you with another guide. Today I want to be showing you a quick PvZ all-in. I know a lot of people are struggling in PvZ. They don't want to play Void Rays anymore. So here I have a build that we used to play back in 2019 that back then I made. And I figured, you know what, why not show it to the guys right now? Maybe they get some use out of it, especially at the lower leagues. So anywhere from like maybe low Grandmaster, like...
This is slow movement speed.
Somewhere below rank 100 Grandmaster till... all the way down to bronze. This should be fine.
Just so that we can follow it as a niblets.
So the way we start is the first... Let me just go back, Kevin. Why do we always have to start so quick? The first thing we do is the first probe that returns the minerals, or one of the first probes that return the minerals. You send it... You send it across the map. And you do that to block your opponent's natural. You just queue it up and you patrol there. Then the first probe that pops out of the nexus will be rallied down towards the natural. This one will build a pylon. It will look a little bit silly, but it's actually very useful. Okay? We continue our probe production. If you're new to build orders, by the way, I will be saying things like a 14 pylon, 16 gateway. This is the timing with of the building based on the supply. So there's a supply down here. So if I say a 16 gateway, that means your gateway will go down around 16 supply, probably at the start of 16 supply. Moment our pylon finishes, we chrono boost our main nexus. We get a gateway on the natural and we return with our probe. You can rally this probe to take this gas, or the probe that built the gateway that's coming back can build the gas. There we go. So 2 options there. I always try to stack my workers a little bit so they're all 2 by 2, so you don't have any double working going on or triple working, which isn't very useful. Usually around 1 minute, 105, 110, after blocking your opponent's natural, you want to check into your opponent's main base. Hey, what is my opponent doing? If he's playing a 12 pool, 14 pool, or 16 pool, I have guides on that. I will link them in the description below and maybe even do a little banner if I figure out how to do that. So then you can watch those if you struggle with that.
Where's the banner?
Otherwise, if it is a hedge first, but just at this location or at this location, and maybe on this map even at the gold, we will continue with our build as usual. We
didn't figure it out.
Mine with 2 workers in gas. We can also mine with 1 worker in gas. With this build, it doesn't actually matter too much. Once we hit 20 supply, we get a nexus on our natural base. And once we get that nexus down, we do not build a worker until we start our cybernetics core, which also will be built at 20, the moment we hit.
Okay, this is... let me just write down.
If you're new gateway, build or
the pylon is 14 pylon, 13.5 scout.
Same of the building
16
based
gateway.
on the supply. So there's a supply down here. So if I say a 16 gateway, that means your gateway will go down around 16 chrono boost, probably at the start of 16 supply.
Nexus.
The moment our pylon finishes, we chrono boost our main nexus. Hope to take. There we go. So 2 options there. I always try to stack my workers a little bit so they're all 2 by 2, so you don't have any double working going on or triple working.
Assimilator.
Very useful. Usually around
SC2
1 minute, 105, 110 after blocking your opponent's natural. 12
Nexus at
natural base.
20.
And once we get that nexus down, we do not
nexus.
build a worker until we start our cybernetics core, which also will be built.
Just keep it there.
The moment we hit 120 minerals.
We
return this probe back, we start another worker, and the probe that comes back very often can even start the gas. This time I didn't do that.
Core return probe.
21 assimilator, 22
gas.
pylon. Notice I'm not chrono boosting right now.
When did he fill the gas?
Assimilate work moment we hit still matter too much. Once we hit in gas, we can also mine with 1 worker in gas. With this build, it doesn't matter too much. Once we hit 20 supply, we get a nexus on our natural base. And the probe that comes back, I'm not chrono boosting right now. Get another pylon. This pylon, ideally,
22.
is A, hidden from an overlord or difficult to find, and B,
22,
will provide
23,
room
hidden
for at
second
least
pylon.
3 extra gateways.
No Overlord C.
That is important. 1, workers on our minerals.
Okay.
The main thing in this build is to try and keep as many workers mining on minerals as possible. The moment our cybernetics core finishes, our pylon will finish as well.
26.
We will start an adapt, which we will chrono boost, and we will start a warp gate research, which we will not chrono boost. The moment money allows it, while continuously building probes, we will build a robotics facility as well.
Warp gate.
Ensure that the moment your natural finishes, we start rallying our workers into the natural,
And
and here
Robo
probes, which
facility.
we will not start an adapt, which we will chrono boost. Cybernetics core,
Chrono
we
boosted
will
adapt.
start a warp gate research, which we will not
Gate
chrono.
finish. Chrono
The
boosted.
moment money allows it,
adapt.
while continuously building probes, we
26.
will build a robotics facility as well.
Robo facility.
Ensure people pull out of hits at 20. Often Zerg not producing, let's say above that is just from our 30
And then
building workers at all times. So 32 supply, 33 supply,
1, 2, 3.
and one more gateway at 33 as well. I'm completely cutting at this point in the main base. Our 5th gateway that we're going to be building will be a little bit delayed. It can be as late as 20 seconds later as your last gateway. Get the
Oops.
prism.
Oh, prism
before
first.
You get the 5th gateway as well.
Just
This
for
is
the
not
fast
an
warp
issue.
ins.
You want to always try the time out, or time, what you call it, properly time the gateways together. So that's why you always can get it 20 seconds later after the other one, because a warp gate cycle takes 20
warp
seconds.
gate cycle 20
That's
seconds,
completely
right.
fine. You get a 5th gateway, make sure
You
that
don't wanna
we're
be
always
10
at least
seconds
pretending
later or
to build
30.
these workers.
20
we chrono
seconds.
boost on our prism, and now that we have our 5 gateways, we have our 2 units out, and we have our prism on
33.
the way,
Main
we
base.
can start adding
probe cut.
pylons. We can have
He
one
says
or
main
two
base probe
pylons,
cut, but he's no longer cut. And he
one
also took
prism on the way,
peons out of
we can
gas
start adding
because this is a cheeky 5 gate all in.
pylons. We can have 1 or 2 pylons.
Back to 1, 3,
while
1,
we
3.
continue worker
main.
production, at least for a little bit more. Our warp prism will fly to an undisclosed
This is
location.
part of the ploy, but of course a good Zerg will scout this with an overlord and see, hey, you cut gas. This isn't all in.
Well,
But it's good for
at least
lower
our
levels.
opponent, hopefully. Where we will warp in our first 4 stalkers.
Oh,
We
it's
will
all
now
stalkers?
cut workers the moment our first warp in hits. We will stop building workers. We should have at least 2 in gas. So 4 workers in gas total. You see I did 3 over here, 1 over here. That's now 4 stalkers. Make
time
sure
is
that you
this? First
continue
warp in,
pylon production.
405.
Every time you warp in, you'll need at least 1 pylon.
405.
Sometimes I
First
like to do
warp
2 as
in
well, makes it a
from
little bit
prism
easier, and you do tend to have enough money.
at 40.
At this
food.
point, you can either
Supply.
hide, if you manage to completely hide your prism,
The
you
Zerg
can
is
continue
AI.
to hide it, or you can start trying to poke at your next adept
And then you
with the
chrono boost the
targeting,
gates. Okay.
Zerglings. And
Okay. We can do this against anyone. It doesn't just need to be Zerg. Ah, Obama, Terran, not a Zerg. But maybe the build that we just saw for the gates all in can work against Terran as well. Why not? Except, can you really?
some
No.
ass, will ya?
It shouldn't be good. But it should be possible at this MMR.
Not enough minerals.
I'll just try it.
Build yourself a little pylon, Chief. Grab yourself some minerals. You're low on minerals.
This is probably a normal opening. Though I would imagine they may actually go for... they may go for a command center first too.
Take a break. Get yourself a cold one.
Missed opportunity to say thanks, Obama. Nice to see you playing SC2 again. Hey, what's up, Fabi Grolor? I was watching Harstem on YouTube recently, and I was hoping that you might play SC2 again sometime.
Just like old times.
20 Nexus.
Grab yourself some minerals.
Tech lab. So, oops, that's a bad position. Tech lab,
Not enough minerals.
Marauders, or yeah, if a mod can start a prediction.
Your probes are getting
Yeah, Marauders.
smashed up.
So he's all in, basically. The gateway bloom was at...
The firstborn shall persevere.
I didn't write it down. Maybe it was like 33.
I have met the
You're
end.
low on minerals. Grab your...
Wait, how much does Prism cost? 250? It used to be 200, no?
Where shall we march?
Not enough minerals.
Let your will be.
This is a what? What? Increased movement speed?
Research
LOL?
is wrapped up.
What?
I am here in the shadows. Need some energy. That. Build yourself a little pylon, Chief. I am the voice Scare up the eclipse. We get more. Yes. Let our enemy know
GG, worked. But this was the best guy yet, right? Like, he expanded, he had units, he had stim pack, double eBay. He just didn't scout. He did attack his own command center for a bit. Yeah. That was... Wait, let me actually check the replay. I want to see how close I was to the first warp in, because in the Harstem build order, which was PVZ, 5 gates all in, he did his first warp in at 4:05. And let's see when mine was. Hey, only times 8. in Reforged, we have times 64. His first warp in was 405. Reforged actually quicker forwarding speed. The one thing we got out of it that was actually super quality of life improvement. Yeah, taking units out of gas was late, and I also saw that Harstem put more units in gas again later. So, yeah. Oh, 408. So I was within 3 seconds of the warp in. And then, yeah, I mean, there were some beauty errors, but overall fairly close to it. Nice. Very educational.